Hello everybody. Welcome to another KPC solo live, weekend live. Hello toppings, hello hoodie gang, hello everyone from all around the world. Let me know if you're in the chat by saying hi to each other. We all know each other by now. Yeah, that's great to have a community here and great to see you again after another week. And yes, I just got my notification on my second phone, my iPhone I used to use, that the Chill Live has just begun. So yes, we are live. Let me know if the audio is all good and where y'all are watching from. Currently in Seoul, South Korea, it is 12:40 a.m. in the morning, past midnight, and it's November 18th, technically a Monday. So, hello everybody. Yeah, it's great to see all of you guys. Michelle, Angeline, Serenity now, Georgiana, Toronto, Solange, Sidika, hyphen. Do you call that a hyphen? Raj, Serenity now. Hello everybody. And I think I'm seeing most of your chats in the doc here, but Miss Angeline, hello, I'm watching from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm not seeing that on the chat over here, but hello from Germany. It's 4:40 p.m. The audio is good. Thank you from Romania. Divani, hello. India, Los Angeles, California, Tion, Jungkooki. As always here, Slav, hello. Kel, hello. Malaga, Spain. Wow. Samara, hello everybody. Thank you everyone for joining so early. Right now we have it's climbing up, but we have 80 people at the moment. Please leave a like, smash that like button so that everyone else can gather too. Let me just send an alert on the Discord chat as well so our Discord members can join as well. Some people always say that they are missing the notifications and all, which I don't know why it happens. I don't have control over, but yeah, to go on, Manila, Philippines, Imi, Sweetie Can Coral. Sorry I can't stay, but I'll leave the stream on for you. Take care. Thank you so much. T Rose, hello from South Africa. Cicello, Amy Lynn, good morning. No Toaster, hello from Texas. Like your hoodie, nice color. This is actually a hoodie I got as a freebie from VidCon in Los Angeles. Yes, and speaking of Texas, special shout out to Ross last time. Didn't forget, because it was my new phone. I couldn't see I couldn't receive the notifications on PayPal. Hopefully it works this time, but thank you for the huge support last time for the batteries. For the clock in the background. So there are some people that pay attention to those kind of things because that clock has been broken for the past few lives and nobody has noticed it. Maybe some of you have, but you were just like, yeah, whatever. But Ross sent me some support via PayPal for the batteries of this clock. So I got new batteries. I replaced it. Yes. And yes. Hello everybody. You stopped watching the last episode of Hellbound for me. Wow, that's crazy. I watched all of it. Can I spoil it? Just kidding. Just kidding. But how is everybody doing? It's been a whole week. You know, I guess you guys are just wrapping up the week in your own ways at your house, outside, and I don't know, the sun, the weather is splendid nowadays. In Korea, it's been autumn, fall for a long time. I would say it's been the longest autumn season I've experienced in a while, like in the past few years, because as I always mentioned, fall season was always very short, maybe within 2 weeks max, but currently I don't know what's going on. The weather has been continuing to be very great, and the foliage and the leaves and the trees and everything looks magnificent right now in Seoul. So a great time to be in Seoul at the moment. Yeah, so I'll just recap on what happened with my week this week. You guys can share yours as well if you have any special stories. As I said in the title, it's a chill live, so there's no specific particular topic going on. We can, bounce here and there with anything. So yeah, just to greet more of you, HMK, hello, good morning, evening. I'm doing good, getting ready to go to church. Okay, that's great. And Carolyn, hello. Carolyn, hello. Vilden, hello. Okay, appreciate all of you joining. Yes, now we have 110 people finally. So maybe I should change the title to something more sensational for more of you to join, but it's okay. It's okay. At the end, interesting fact, most of the AdSense, the ad revenue for the live streams, occur after the live stream. I never really looked into these stats, but I suddenly got curious, like how much do I actually make out of these live streams? So I went into my YouTube studio and then I saw 80% of the ad revenues come from after the stream, which pretty much makes sense because during the live streams, if I you know like max, we usually get 400 to something viewers. If it's a chill live, it's mostly at like 200, so that means like 200 to 400 people are watching this live. But afterwards, usually the live streams get like an average of 6,000 to 10K views, depending on the title and also the topics. And it's very interesting. It's just very interesting. I just got curious. Yeah. Good morning from Chicago, getting ready for brunch with friends. Sounds amazing. Enjoy that brunch, Maddie. Yes. Unfortunately, today I am not going to eat anything because I pledged to myself that I'm going to be an alpha male and I'm going to work out. I've got to have some discipline and, make a good physique, good health. Eating past midnight is sadly bad to your health, so I've determined to cut that down. So yeah, I have a zero Sprite over here though, so yeah, when I become hungry, I guess the way to go is drink 0-calorie drinks. Yeah, and then that will give you a false sense of fullness in your stomach. So here's my drink of the day. Chill Sung. Oh, it actually matches my outfit. Give me an ad, Chill Sung. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, Colleen, for being the manager of the chat. Yes, planning on a Christmas tree and decorations for the studio. No, I'm not that much of a decorative person. Yes, and I'm too lazy for that. Yes. Hello, Loch Ness Monster. Okay, so yeah, what's been going on with my week? It was a pretty chill week. It was a hectic one, but fun one. First of all, I had the opportunity to play tennis. I love when I get to play tennis. It doesn't really happen nowadays, but this week I had some time to play tennis with my friend. I even posted up on Instagram, so check it out on my stories. You got to catch him when you can, but don't worry about that because I've been using my Z Flip very, very usefully, and it's really fun to be vlogging with this new phone. So yeah, I got the hang of how to vlog and all that, so I've been vlogging a lot. You will hear in the narrative of the vlog saying that I don't even know if this is going to be a vlog because it's just literally snippets of my day, my week, and there's no narrative or storyline at all. It's just, oh, today I'm doing this, today I'm doing that. Get a sneak peek of what life is in Seoul of a 32-year-old guy. Yeah, so hope you enjoy that, though. Yeah, let's see how it turns out. But yeah, you'll see me at the tennis court too in the vlog. So the weather was amazing. The leaves were amazing. After that, what I remember is all of this is posted on my Instagram story. So if you don't want to miss out, go follow me there on JustDavid92. But yeah, I went to this amazing pork belly samgyeopsal place in Yongsan. It became super famous nowadays, and then I was catching up with one of my friends, which I haven't seen in a year, and she introduced me to another friend that day, and then we were all just gathering together, and then we were like, where should we go? And then there was this viral samgyeopsal place in Yongsan. It's called I forgot what it's called. I'll let I'll let you know later, but like it's just amazing. Wait, let me actually see because I just want to recommend this place to you guys. It's actually super viral even among foreigners because I saw so many like Japanese and Chinese tourists over there. I think it went viral on TikTok or somewhere. Yeah. Where is this place's name? Oh, it's called 서감 소금구이. Yeah, so look, I'll show you how it looks like. Okay. 서감 소금구이. I pretty much posted all of it on my story, but I don't know if you can see. This is like the interior of this place. We went to this grill, and as you can see, the grill is a gigantic stone. It's a gigantic stone, and you grill the BBQ and the kimchi on the gigantic stone. And look at that. Ooh la la, yeah. And yeah, and I was vlogging myself, you know, oops, adjusting the camera. I was vlogging myself, you know, grilling the pork and all that. And you can see me. I guess it's not focusing right now, but you'll see some of that in the vlog. A little part of the vlog. Yeah. Dipping it in the sauce and then just having it, yeah, and all that. So it looks amazing, right? Oh, and this is the highlight of this place. It's called the 짜파게티, the 불 짜파게티, which is this fire 짜파게티, and you grill it on top of the stone, and it looks amazing. It looks yummy, right? So the place's name, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. It's called 석암 소금구이, 석암. And the line was crazy. Yeah, it's called 석암, 석암, 석암. I'll type it in the chat so that you guys can actually see it. It's in Yongsan, right across Hybe. Yeah. And what was fun was the back alley of this area is very very hip and trendy nowadays for young people. So I got a glimpse of that. I don't normally go out to those places because who would I go with? I wouldn't just wander around the neighborhood to like viral places by myself. But yeah, it had a lot of hip and cozy, cute cafes, little pubs, dining pubs, wine houses, all of that. And it's right across Hybe. So if you ever come to Korea, if you have the occasion to visit Hybe, which a lot of people do nowadays, just cross the street and you'll see this viral place. You got to line up at least an hour, but there was a remote lineup app for our case, and we went in pretty fast. So yeah, that was a great experience. I had that yummy samgyeopsal, which I'm drooling over right now. Other than that, yesterday, I went to this exhibition in Insadong. Insadong is another nice tourist spot for foreigners, which is like mostly like the traditional district of Seoul. You can see a lot of traditional merchants and stores selling a lot of like traditional artwork, fans, spoons, chopsticks, bowls, and all that kind of stuff. And the reason I went there was this exhibition for like metallic handcraft products and all that, and I was just looking out, like on the hunt for products on Piroso. So yeah, I did that, and then went to COEX, which was an hour's travel, and I went to the design fair over there for another hunt for nice products with Jin together. So I vlogged all of that, so you'll see all of that in my vlog. I don't know when it's gonna come up, but hopefully, yeah. So I've been roaming around the whole city for the whole week, and another fun encounter was, so another place I recommend you guys going. Yeah, I'm just giving you my whole list here. So these places I've recommended all of them. Hybe, like across the street, and the back alley of that place is number one. And number two is Insadong, which is like the traditional place. There's a place called Samjikgil, and you'll see all these traditional little, artisans and cute places, handcraft places. Go over there. COEX for sure. COEX is like the biggest underground shopping mall in Korea, and you'll see that gigantic Christmas tree. I posted on my Instagram saying that it's cuffing season and I'm feeling FOMO of dating and all that because everyone around was like cuddling and having pictures together and all that. Yeah, that was cute. And yeah, the other recommendation, the last one, is called 종로 3가. It's right next to the palace, I would say, like a few bus stops. But what's interesting about this place is that normally it's only grandpas and old people that just gather around this area to play Chinese chess, like Go, or just talk amongst each other. I don't know why this place became like an elderly region, but people like lonely old folks just gather there and play during the daytime and all that. But during the nighttime, what's interesting is recently it's become very young. So like the whole streets, the merchants put out like plastic tables and plastic chairs and all that nearby the streets outside of their stores, like stalls. And because of that vibe, it's become very like revitalized as the younger audience has suddenly just flocked towards that area, and now it's become like a very hip area to drink and just to hang out. And if the weather is good, of course it's not going to be like that during the winter, but if you're during spring, even summer maybe, if it's not that hot, spring, summer, and fall, you'll see all these street stalls you can sit on, and everybody's just so close to each other. So naturally, the vibes are like you're talking to the next table, and you're doing hunting over there, and foreigners are asking Koreans about this and that, and they're like, "Where are you from?" and all that. And everybody's drunk, so it's a very fun vibe. Especially if you go on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, like it's crazy over there. So I recommend going there. 종로 3가. It's like the locals' place nowadays to hang out. It's very hip. It's a very different vibe than Hongdae or Gangnam or Itaewon. Those are like all very commercial and crazy light districts, right? But this one's a very like traditional and old vibes. But the people over there, they're very young and trendy. So it's amazing over there. I got to experience it this week, and there's a funny story for that. But let me read the comments a little bit, and then yeah, keep on. Alpha male David, hell yeah. If I come to Korea, how do I find you to chill? David, what do you mean, how do I find you to chill? What's that mean? I'll just be in my studio. That's how you find me. Hello, just the T, please. Flexing the phone again. Yes, I love my phone. Yeah, in celebration, I need to... Ooh, yes. Did you hear that? I would appreciate these kind of vlogs. Yes, hope you enjoy them. Hopefully I can put them out soon. Many blessings from North Texas. Hello, Rachel. Hi, Navneet. 서감 소금구이. Yes. Oh, I'm highlighting my own comment over there. This was the place I went to in Yongsan. It's amazing. Go check it out. You'll see more specifically in the vlog upcoming. I don't want to go near hype, but your name is Jungkookie. What's going on, David? Hello, JS-san. We're just chilling over here, recapping my week, and been enjoying the vlogs. It's fun to see snippets of Korea. Just makes me want to visit even more. Yes, hello, Harleen. Someone's early? No, I was actually late, like 5 minutes late. Meritus, hello. Meritus? Yeah, hello. Jongno was my favorite place. I met many Koreans over there at night. See? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just go over there, sit down at any stall, like, people are going to be drunk and jolly, and they're going to be, like, having eye contact with you, and the natural conversations are going to occur. That happened when we were there. And it was very interesting to see, like, this, I think, a German couple traveling, and then, like, a bunch of young Koreans just, like, using broken English with each other and, like, enjoying the whole conversation. Yeah, that was interesting. Yes. Hello, Simpleton Crawls. Hi, David. Stay warm. Yes, I am warm. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to your support. I bought the electric heater last time, and it is fully functioning. And more important than that, I took your advice. I threw away the malfunctioning cord, and I bought an extension cord over there, and it's super long. No needs to worry. No need to worry about fire hazards or anything. So hope you are very reassured now. Did you post the Texas vlog yet? No, no. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. Good morning, Ramis, David. Yes. Hi from North India. Yes. I don't think he has yet. We've been waiting forever. No, yeah, I know, right? Good morning from USA, Tennessee. Hello, Park Windsor. Hi, Beef B. Feeling like Trumpers versus neoliberals. Okay, let's not jump into that. Your lips. Okay, so there were a lot of comments last time that like I was turning gay or something because I applied like these lip balm. Like, just to let you guys know. First of all, I don't know. I don't even. So, like, I didn't even know this had like tint inside it. I didn't even know it had a color inside it. I just bought it because it was the first thing I saw in the convenience store. As all men are, we are simpletons. We don't really care about skincare or lip gloss or whatever, lip balm or whatever. But I was feeling very, very dry in my lips and it was cracking up, and I kept like peeling it out, and I felt, oh, that's not a good habit. So let me try moisturizing it. So I went to the convenience store, bought the cheapest thing on the rack, and this was it. And then, yeah, apparently it has like lip tint in it. So I have no choice. And yeah, I just want to keep my lip moisturized, so I keep applying it. And then people are like, "Oh no, that's like too much, David." There were some very homophobic comments as well. Oops, why did this stop working? I don't know why. Yeah, it suddenly stopped. Oops. I have no idea why this is not working, guys. Oops. Oops. Let me try to plug and unplug again. Sorry guys, you can still hear me, right? Yeah, currently my camera has had a meltdown. I don't know why. It's not even turning off. Recently the DJI has been a little bit faulty, and it's been failing me for a couple occasions. Hopefully it can reconnect. Yes, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry for this happening. Hopefully, yes, there we go. Yes. Mayumi, why? What is happening with this camera? Is it overheating? I am so sorry. I don't know what's happening. Like, the camera isn't... What? There's something wrong with the camera. It's just not working properly. Okay, let me try it one more time. If this doesn't work, I'll have to use my other camera. So, okay, hopefully it doesn't work. Hopefully it works, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. What was I talking about? David, your phone is giving me FOMO. Now I'm planning my cell phone upgrade in a couple of weeks. Okay, I have a full report on the goods, the pros and cons about this phone already. Okay. Rachel, you can tell the story in the chat. Yes, and if people want me to highlight it, I will. If it's not anything relevant to Korea, or, you know, it'll be hard to actually talk about. It will always baffle me that a lot of fans, K-pop fans, are homophobic. I wouldn't say these people are necessarily like K-pop fans, but they were just, you know, people. They were like, why, David, would you put like red lip tint on your, you know, yeah, all that. So, yeah, we were just talking about lip tint. Yes. So anyways, I just bought the cheapest thing in the convenience store, and it turned out to be this color, and I'm not gonna throw it away because of the color, right? I can just like mush it a little bit, and then it's gonna get lighter probably. Yeah. Oh yeah, so to continue the funny story, what happened in Chongno Samga was, I'll actually show you the vibes. So yeah, we went to a street stall. We were pretty drunk because we already had so much makgeolli. So this was the first makgeolli we had. You know, this is a very unique, cute kind of makgeolli over here. We had a little bit of that, and then we had some highball over here. Yeah, we had a highball. That's part of my vlog. You can see me sipping. Yeah, and this is crazy. We had like oyster soup, clam soup, and then one of the people started like pouring soju in the whole dish. So that's crazy. That made us totally drunk. And this is how Jongno Samga looks like. You can see the full street stalls and all that. And if you walk on and on, you can see all of that. It was a little bit less busy because it was a Thursday evening, but still there were a lot of people next to the streets and all. So we sat over there. Yeah, and it's just it has really nice vibes. We got like makgeolli and then like jan and all that. So I was out with my two hyungs and they gave me a lot of advice about life and businesses in general. It was really chill. So what went on over there was, oh, Hope, hello, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $10 pizza, pizza, pizza. Thank you so much. It looks fun, yeah, doesn't it? So what happened was, I hate to actually say this. I hate to say this, and I was actually thinking of saving this story for Tuesday with Anna. So there was this, for the record, there was this very attractive lady right next to us. Like she was very attractive. She looked a little bit older than me, but nevertheless, I don't discriminate age when the person is very attractive, right? So we were all like, "Whoo, she's hot." And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even kidding, making this up. This lady kept on locking eyes with me. She kept making eye contact with me for 30 minutes or something. Like she wasn't even shying away. She was like staring into my soul every time I subtly just turned my head over to her. She was like, and every time I was shying away because I was talking with my hungs and all that. But then at one point I was like curious, is this person actually interested in me or something, or does she have anything to say to me? So I actually didn't shy away, and then I locked my eyes with her too, and I was like doing a noonsalm, like I not blinking eye contacts with contest with her, and I was actually looking at her for 5 seconds, but then I lost because she kept on looking at me. I guess it was more convenient for her because she was massively drunk, so she was like in that state of like yeah, that, and she kept on looking at me. So I was like, what's going on? And then I told my hungs, and then one of my hungs are they're both married. They both have one of them has two kids. One of them's like married for 2 years, and they are definitely not there for the purpose of picking up girls or anything. But they were good hungs, and they were like, David, you're single. You should shoot your shot. I'll be your wingman. We'll be your right and left wing. So the hyung with like two kids, he was like, he's a very friendly looking dude. So he actually casually, looked at that table and said, "So you interested in him or not?" Something in that tone, like, "So are you looking at him because you're interested?" And the girl was like maybe, and she was like being very ambiguous. And the person in front of her was like, "Oh yeah," and actually, yeah, we were discussing whether or not if David, me, like that guy is a famous guy or not. And and then the moment the friend said that, like the hyung next to me was like, "Oh, you might have recognized him on YouTube. He actually has like 800K subscribers, and like he does a podcast now. So you might have seen him on social media. Maybe that's why he looks familiar." And then the people were like, "Really? Yeah, you're an influencer or YouTuber or something? Like, what's your channel and all that?" And then they started looking up my channel, and then they're like, "Oh, okay. Like you are pretty big, but I don't recognize you. Like, if like this is English content too. I've never seen you." And then the girl, So this is the part where it gets embarrassing, and the part that I don't want to talk about. The drunk girl finally opened up and like walked up to me, held my shoulder, and said, "You're that guy from Culinary Class Wars, right? The mafia guy." And she started saying, "You're Napoli mafia, right?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Ah, no. And she kept on. She was like, "I wasn't sure for the half hour, like half past half hour, whether you're that guy or not." And I tried to like make up my mind whether you're the Napoli Mafia guy or not, but I couldn't know. And and then the moment I heard that, the Hyung's like, blasted off, and I it reminded me of Anna saying that I resemble the Napoli Mafia guy. And I was like, oh no, not this again. Like, I don't look anything like him, but what are the coincidences? Like, what is the coincidence? Why is this happening to me? There's this attractive lady, and she's been staring at me for 30 minutes straight, and the only reason was because she wanted to figure out if I was the Napoli Mafia guy or not. And then the Hyungs are like, no, he doesn't look anything like Napoli Mafia. You must be super drunk. And then the other friend was like, yeah, she is very drunk. And then she kept on like being flirtatious with me, and she was like, you are Napoli Mafia. I want you to make me like pasta or whatever. And she kept on being drunk, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I am not Italian Napoli Mafia. And yeah, so that was like a funny happening that happened, and I haven't told Anna yet because she would be like, see, I told you. But for the record, nobody has ever told me that I resemble Napoli Mafia, that guy, other than Anna and this drunk person. So for those of you who don't know who Napoli Mafia is, I will show you. I will show you. So this is Napoli Mafia, the guy over here. This is the guy. I do not look like him. Yeah. Do I look like him? I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, that's the guy. So anyways, yeah, that was a funny happening that occurred in Jongno Samga, which made my day honestly, and it was kind of funny. Yeah, so Anna's gonna yeah, laugh her ass off. Drunk hallucinating. Yes, Anna would be rolling off her chair. I know, right? You should have said he's your cousin. Yeah. But I guess like I figured out the commonality is Anna is sitting next to me, right? So my side profile, and the girl was sitting next to me too. So she must have seen my side profile too. Maybe my side profile looks similar, but I don't look anything like him on my front profile, like front face, right? So maybe if I turn like this, I might look similar. I don't know. But he's a little bit on the chubby side, so I can understand like why. And he has like double eyelids and big eyes, and like distinct facial figures. So yeah, um, everyone's just very conflicted in the chat about whether I look like him or not. You smile too much to look like him. Yeah. I see why people think there's a resemblance, but no, you don't look alike. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I respect the guy, but like I honestly think I look better than this guy, okay? Like that's just my subjective opinion. 너무 닮았어요? What? No. Yeah. So yeah, I think this guy kind of looks like a adorable, like kind of like a bulldog or something. So um yeah, it's a compliment. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna lose more weight so that nobody confuses me with Napoli Mafia. And that was a little mishap that happened. And then afterwards, okay, I'll tell you the story later. So we were drinking, and then they went into their own realm. It was a cute interaction and all. and then we kept on drinking. We talked about business, and afterwards, the two, like one of the boyfriends of the girls came, and he fetched her to go home, and the drunk one that confused me as Napoli Mafia, the friends were waiting for her to get on a cab and stuff, and because the street's very narrow, you can see them like right across, and they were right behind us. And then the two hyungs were like, aren't you gonna go get her number or something? Like, this is your shot. I think she's genuinely interested in you. Like, she keeps on staring at you even now. Like, that is a sign. Like, even though she might have mistaken you as Napoli Mafia, she kept on looking at you afterwards, and she's still looking at you right now. Like, take a look. And I took a look, and she was like, right over there in like 20 meters behind, and she was like, kept on looking at me. And they convinced me so much, and I feel like they were just doing it for fun, for their own entertainment, because they're both married dudes, and they were like, oh bro, if I was in your age and if I was single, the moment we had that interaction, I would already be like, getting her Instagram and her phone number and all that. Like, you're so like too much of a gentleman, like you need to be aggressive in that stuff. You want to be, like meeting someone during Christmas, right, or next year, whatever. And I was like, nah, like I just recently broke up, and I'm not in that mood or anything. I'm busy. Like, even if I were to meet that person, I wouldn't have time or anything. And she's beautiful and she's gorgeous, but like I think she's a little bit older than me. And right now, I would prefer someone that's a little bit younger than me, because the reason I broke up like before was, reasons of reality and all that. So yeah. Blah 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 blah, and they were like, oh, just stop and just go up to her, like just walk up to her and like do some fun stuff for your hyungs over here. And they were basically pressuring me to go and get her number and all that. Why is the chat not working? Yes, I don't know if nobody's chatting or not. Let me check. Test. Yeah. So yeah, they were pressuring me to go up to them, and I was like, yeah, I don't really feel like this, but if you want to see it, okay, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team, like, so okay, like it was like, yeah, it is what it is, she's a pretty person. If she, actually gives her number or whatever, it might be a fun thing of the night. So yeah, I actually went up to her when she was waiting for the cab, and then I was like, excuse me. So like I think we had a nice laugh over there, and I appreciate you mistaking me with Napoli Mafia. So I just like to ask if you're single and if you could give me your Instagram or something. But she was barely like sober, and she was like, oh, what? What? And she was like mumbling and all that, and she kept on like, fiddling with me, and like she was playing jokes or whatever, like, and I was like, your Instagram or your number? And she was like, oh, ha 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 ha, I'm so flattered and all that. And then her friend stepped in, and she said, she's married. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. Okay, have a good night, y'all. I'm gonna go back. It was nice to meet you. We had a big laugh. And I was like, why didn't she tell me she was married in the first place? And then the guys were like, oh, definitely she was just enjoying that moment. She was like, oh, I still have it in me. Like, even if she's drunk, she would have told me she was married in the get-go. But the reason she was like stalling and playing with me and like playing jokes and all that was like, she was definitely enjoying the attention she was getting from like a single guy in the street coming up to her and trying to get her gram and stuff. So yeah, that was that was like a double KO for me, and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done entertaining you guys, you hyungs. Like, I didn't even want to do this. I suspected that she was way older than me, and obviously, like, women in that age have a high probability of being married, and I did it for you. I'm not doing it anymore. So, yeah. Yeah. She was married. Yes, so it was funny. It was funny. I heard you tell us you were single for a while. What does it mean you broke up recently? So everybody's everybody's scale of what's recent and what's a while is different, right? And I might flip flop between that, but in objective terms, it's been a while, okay? Like in objective terms, it's been a while since I've broken up, but in subjective terms, in my heart, you know, my emotional stance, or whether I've moved on, whether I'm ready or not, it feels like a very recent thing because, yeah, there are lingering thoughts and all that. So I was talking in those terms. Yeah. Hey Hilda, thank you for the 5 pizza. David, love your hoodie. Sell it to me. Green looks wonderful on you. Please sell your pizza shirts. Please sell me your history picture with mountains. What? You want to buy everything related. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's cute. You had a cute encounter. We love a married woman that can hang out with the royals. Yes. Hi, David. Find a wife and get married. Thank you, Daphne. Maddie Han, pros and cons of the flip phone. Okay, I'll get into that. Um, Wait, Rachel, what are you saying? David is still missing all my messages with the good questions and comments. Okay, let me see, let me go back and see what Rachel has been saying. You should have went with it and said he's your cousin, David. I'll try that later, words, and then this guy's gonna contact me at some point and say like I heard you're impostering my cousin and all. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Like see like this is why I can't, you know, go back and try to find comments because it kind of hinders the flow. But okay, going back to where was I? Oh, the pros and cons of the Z Flip. So far the Z Flip has been wonderful. It's amazing, but there are some cons. First of all, just the just the what do you call it? Oops. Why? Oh my God! Wow, that just opened with the face recognition on the screen. So okay, just to show you the difference here, the screen width is a little bit narrower than the iPhone. So I actually feel a big difference with the narrow screen because it actually, you know, cramps the space you're typing on the keyboard. So it feels like I have more fat fingers, and also because it's like horizontally a little bit more narrower. When you're watching YouTube, the video is a little bit more decreased in size, which gives me a little bit of a, you know, a less satisfying experience, I guess, when I'm watching YouTube because it's like a 0.5 centimeter difference or something, but still it seems like it's kind of big when you actually see it on screen. It feels like 답답해. I don't know how you say this in English, but it feels a little 답답해 when you're watching YouTube. So actually, let me try to show you how it looks. Yeah. So this is how it looks. These are the two screens, and you see how much of a difference that makes, right? That 0.5 centimeter difference makes a huge difference between two YouTube screens. So it definitely looks a little bit shorter and less wider and stuff. So that makes me a little 답답해 as I watch a lot of YouTube. So that's one con for me. One other thing is that the notifications that pop up, while iPhone actually just sends you all the notifications up front and you can see which app it's from and what message you've gotten or whatever, on the Z Flip, if it exceeds a certain amount of notifications, it just compiles it over here down below. So you can see +4, you got messages over here, you got something from the tennis app, you got from Gmail and all that. And after you use the face recognition to open it, wait, why isn't it working? Yeah. I don't know, why isn't it working suddenly? I don't know why it's not working. What? This is weird. It's not working. Yeah. Anyways, the gist of it is you gotta unlock it and then press on it specifically to see all the notifications. And yeah, like you know how iPhones have like pop downs, like pop-ups that come down from the top of the screen and show you the whole message of the iMessage or WhatsApp or whatever. On the Galaxy, it appears as like a very small like pill like this, in the form of that, and it shows you like just a little bit of the message. So that's a little bit topped up it for me. So far, that has been the biggest two cons. Other than that, Samsung Pay is amazing. I've been enjoying it a lot. Um, one thing is that the one of the so one thing is in order for you to unlock it, like you need to swipe like that or swipe up like that. But because Samsung Pay's movement gesture is like this, oops, like movement is like this, it comes up like that. I constantly like it constantly mixes up with my hand gesture of trying to unlock the phone, and I'm just trying to open the phone, but Samsung Pay comes up. So it gets frustrating at sometimes. So yeah, that's maybe a habit from iPhone, but I'm adjusting to it right now. I guess it's only been a week. Other than that, um, I don't know. Everything else is good, other than I guess, yeah, this is like a major thing. So you know how iPhones, like the Safari bar is down here, like you got to reach all the way up here in order to type like the website, and that's like an update I think the Galaxy definitely needs if it's not patented or anything by the iPhone. So it was way more convenient when you had the what do you call it, website bar, the link bar down below here. So that's one thing. You got to like touch here, and the screen capturing gesture is a little bit. I guess it's just a matter of adjusting for me, like getting used to it. But in order to screen cap, you got to press this and this at the same time. So it's a little bit hard for me right now. Yeah, why isn't it working? Is it working or not? Oh, it says this app doesn't allow you to screen cap. But yeah, so I'm still adjusting to it. And other than that, it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying the vlogging experience for sure. Yeah, it's very cool over here. You can see the front cam's quality is splendid. It's superb, and you will see in the vlog. It's just amazing. So yeah. Other than that, it's good. It's good. So I can't think of any other cons than that so far. Does it have a fingerprint reader? Yes. Oh, that's actually one more con too. So the fingerprint reader is on this one, and it recognizes it pretty well. So as you can see, I'm like that, and it just opens like that, right? So that's not bad. But another con of it is like specifically, I don't know why. Maybe it's for security purposes, but some apps that are exactly the same on iPhone and Galaxy, some of them do not allow face recognition, Face ID on the Galaxy, and they only support fingerprint recognition. So yeah, I don't know why that's the case, but some of them are like that. So I was like, oh, especially for my stock app, I use my stock app a lot with Face ID, and I didn't have to do anything, but now I have to actually actively put my finger on it. So it could be your thumb, it could be your pinky, or I don't know, it could be your index finger or whatever. And yeah. Nick, love the most recent pod, David. You guys vibe very well together. If you can invite them again, yes, we're definitely in talks. We talk after the pod, and yeah, I need to actually gather them and buy them, some good, treat them some good food afterwards. uh, let's see. Do you miss your iPhone, David? I don't miss it because I have it with me. Yeah. The migrating process was pretty easy because there's a thing called Smart Sync, and all you have to do is just connect the two phones, and it just migrated all my apps, all my information, my memos, my what do you call them, pictures and videos and all that. So it was pretty easy. But some sensitive information like your IDs or certificates or stuff like that, you need to download and issue once again. So that was a hassle, but you got to do what you have to do when you switch to another phone, right? So that's the least I could do. Are macarons popular, famous snack in Korea? They're not like super popular or anything, but you will find them in cafes. Yeah. 동덕 women at uni issue. We talked about it last time, but it's still at the same place. You know, I've seen one of my acquaintances that actually attend that school, and she was very opposed to the school decision. So I think they're fighting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that part about the notifications too because because of work I need to actually be very punctual and alert about like certain notifications, but because they're all hidden and I have to unlock it, I can't, because you can't see like what you got in a single, screen, or without. It's so hard to describe. It requires you an extra point of action to get like the notifications. Like you might miss some. I've missed a few so far. So yeah. What about the foldable display? How robust is it? Have you already got scratches on it? No, no. I only noticed the hinge over here. I only noticed that it's a little bit. Let me actually just get rid of all these first. The only time I notice the hinge over here in the middle is when you reflect a lot of light on it. So when it's in sunlight or like in a very harsh light setting here, you can recognize it. But when you actually turn it on and you just look at the phone with your bare eye, like it doesn't really, create an issue or anything. Yeah. No, it's just that I'm pointing out the cons. That's why I don't sound satisfied. But I'm super satisfied with the main function that I was going for, which was the vlogging function in the Samsung Pay. I'm totally walletless right now. Um, yeah, and other than that, it's super fast. It's you have access to way more apps, and yeah, everything else is good. Oh, one other con is that when you're posting on Instagram, when you're posting stories, or like the little font differences, the Galaxy fonts kind of suck when you're like reposting someone else's story. Like iPhone has curved edges, and also the font looks a little bit better, but Galaxy's font is like massive and it looks kind of stupid. Yeah. The camera quality is amazing. I gotta tell you, the camera quality is that tops everything. Covers all the cons. Like that other day, I was walking with Anna and I was filming the park, and I was like, wow, super surprised with the camera quality. It can't be this good. Yeah, like the camera quality is just amazing. Yeah, this is the front cam. So like I can look at my face with the best camera on the phone. Usually you got to use like the selfie cam, which is like a lower resolution version, but that is just amazing quality over there. Super super smooth, and yeah, it just reflects all the sunlight and all that, and yeah, it looks great. Looks great. So anyways, yeah, super satisfied with the camera. I still have iPhone muscle memory in your fingers. Yes, and they do have like the iPhone, what do you call it, like swipe and swipe up kind of functions here, but there were little differences that were kind of annoying me, so I was like, just screw all that. I'll just adjust to the new thing. So you actually have an option to have these three things. Like this is the backwards button, this is the home button, and this is like the multi-screen button, like where you can see all your apps. So you actually have the option to actually you know, enable these or not. So if you disable these, you can just use it as the same, almost the same as the iPhone, like, you know, swipe up, swipe left, and all that. Yeah. Which do you prefer? That's a hard one. I think both phones has its pros and cons, and right now, quite honestly, I've only migrated for like a week, so I don't think it'll be fair for the Galaxy to give a verdict right now. But just because of the screen size, the YouTube size, that is like a big thing for me. Just because of that, I'm leaning more towards the iPhone, but because of the camera quality and the front screen function and the compactness of this in your pocket and the ring function and all that, like, that's just amazing. So I can't really choose. I think it both has pros and cons, and that's about it, about the conclusion. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually looked on the notification settings a lot. Like, I've actually Googled all of it, but there's no way you can actually make it like an iPhone setting. Yeah, there is no way like that. I've actually tried all the things, but no. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'll update you on it. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something. I'll try to Google it up, but I've actually spent a pretty big amount of time trying to fix that function, but I couldn't find it at the end. Yeah. Um, Rory says, I tried BBQ Chicken Canada complaint. They don't use olive oil, they use canola oil. Not healthy. The Korean server admitted it tastes different in Canada. You should mention to the person you know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a big thing because they advertise it as BBQ golden olive chicken. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was it for my week. I'm adjusting to my phone. I've been to 2 weddings. Sucking all my money up. Yeah, and I think it's time for our routine sponsor time. So this episode is sponsored by Piroso, which is also my business as well, self-sponsoring. But yeah, we have a lot of new brands over here. We have a new blog about Bojagi. We have a blog about Pepero Day. We have a blog about Korea's most important exam, Suneung. So last week it was Suneung, and all the high schoolers, the third grades, took the exam. And we have a new post about like the zodiac sign culture in Korea. So you can check all this out on our website over here. And if you want to buy authentic, traditional, and hip Korean products, this is the place to go, piroso.net. And you can use the coupon code KPC to get a 10% discount if you haven't already used it. And speaking of, this is our bestseller notebook. I actually got the physical notebook with me today to show you guys. It was rolling around. It's wrapped, so you can see like the gloss. But yeah, this is the back. This is the front. It looks very pretty. It's very shiny. Yeah, this is the diary over here. And as I've been advertising from last week, over here we have the new Seshinori notebooks and button pins and pens over here. So the Zodiac set. So for the notebook, this is my favorite monkey. So you can see the monkey over here. It's a very thin book. It's very cute. You can buy them as add-ons. They're only 3.85. You can get your own version of your own zodiac. And also another add-on we are selling at the moment is this whole postcards. So yeah, we have like a set of Seoul postcards over here. You can see all the amazing scenery. You can actually use them as a postcard in the back with our Pirozo logo. And this is the Alone Tree in Chamsil Olympic Park. This is Lotte Tower. So a very cool set of postcards over here. And this is the product of the day I want to introduce. I feel like I've never introduced this in person, like physically before. So this is the Good Luck fish. Some of you old regular subscribers might know about this, but if you actually go to this product, yes, so this is the Good Luck fish statue. It might be very interesting to you because it's called the Myeongtae, also known as Pollock in English, and it's been regarded as a symbol of good luck in Korean culture. Traditionally, Koreans would hang dried Myeongtae on their porch to attract good fortune and prosperity. So if you actually go to old houses and hanoks, you will see Myeongtae hanging on the ceiling. Yeah. And inspired by this tradition, the designers created this good luck fish, and it's 3D printed and it comes in different sizes and colors. It comes in different colors, so you got like red, you got gold and silver and green and all that, white, black, and it's magnetic, so you can put it on your fridge or whatever. So yeah, so I have the physical item. So right over here you can see that it's the Korea tourist souvenir. It got the K ribbon selection. That's for awesome products. That's given to awesome products. And if you open it like this, you have the fish over here. You have a little explanation sheet inside. Good luck. And like that, very unique packaging. And inside we have the good luck fish. So it's not that big. It's not. It's this big. Looks pretty sleek. It's interesting, right? This is real Korean culture over here. In the back, you can see this magnet, so it sticks. I can stick it to my, yeah, it's stuck. I can't show you, but you can hear the sound, right? Stuck. Yeah, so go check it out. It's a very nice souvenir or present. Yeah, if you're going to another person's house or whatever and you want to bring them good luck, introduce them Korean culture, you can gift this. So go check it out on pirozo.net. We have very interesting products like this that incorporate Korean culture. Yeah, so check out the good luck fish, everybody. Is it metal? No, it is not metal. It's PVC. Yes, that is the material. And also, just in time, if you look at the banner over here, if you look at the banner over there, we have our sponsor, our amazing sponsor of every live stream, Sue House. Yes, study Korean with Sue House. Free events, tours, parties, classes, and more. Unique people, fun learning. You can all get that on the Sue House app. It's the perfect app for to explore Korea, wanting to connect with others who share Korean cultures. And as I said, if you check out their Instagram over here at Sue House Official, you can, see all the events that are going on. This is their recent event. What's happening here? Group class foreigner Korean pairing. Yeah, and just making friends. Mad Korean class. Okay, and dinner, karaoke, bar, pub. So whoever wants a community here, you can attend to these gatherings, I guess. And yeah, you can go sightseeing together, picnic together, and all that. So really cool to check out. Wow, they seem to have a wonderful time together. So go check it out on the Sioux House app. And you can get a free trial and get free access to one of these events. And they have cooking classes like this. And yeah, they tried oranda and all that, and a Halloween party over here. So yeah, all of these things going on at Sioux House. So Sioux House is where it's at. So you can actually buy these Korean textbooks on our Piroso website as well. So go check it out. You can download it on Google Play Store or App Store, both of them. Yes. So thank you, Sioux House, for sponsoring this live stream again. And yeah, it's not only for people who are physically located in Korea. There will be a lot of advantages and benefits if you are, because you can physically attend to these places. But even if you're just, located remotely, you can make new friends on the app. You can talk to them and chat with them and all that. Go check it out. Can you hang it on the wall or fridge? Yes, you can probably hang it on the fridge if it's magnetic. On the wall, you would have to have like some tape or other functioned sticky thing to put it on the wall because it's magnetic. Yeah. The Soul My Soul merch is not available anymore because they're sold out. Plain simple, yes. Hello, Couch Potato Party. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah. So, what should the next topic be about? How long have we been live streaming? It's been an hour so far, I think. A little past an hour, right? Yes. You can ask any questions. You can just chat with me. And I got an interesting email, which I don't know if I should actually talk about yet. Wait. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. I was just checking the email. So, I actually got an invitation to Sweden and Denmark for next year. It's a very interesting proposal. I was very intrigued, and yeah, I actually said I would be willing to explore the possibility of visiting, and it would be fully paid, excluding the flight. And yeah, it would be for a week or so, and I would go to like all the amazing places from Copenhagen to Stockholm, Malmö, and Lund, which were the proposed places. And it sounded amazing. I would have opportunities to attend like the party and go to nice hotels and hang out with the youth over there and talk about cultural differences and maybe even film some videos and vlogs. And it's a rare opportunity, and I felt like I should grab onto it. There's a lot of time left, but I just got an email from the person saying that I should decide whether I'm gonna go within the next 2 months or something, so that we can book the flights and all that. So yeah, I was just reading that. but I think I'll go. Um, One part of me is like, honestly, I haven't told this person. I intend to tell him later, but one part of me is like, uh, is it safe to go all by myself? But this person seemed to be very, open about like his identity, and he showed all the, um, you know, credentials and social proof and all that. And just by reading the message and how friendly it was and how detailed it was, I didn't see any red flags or such. And yeah, I, I guess like on the bright side, I'm a fully grown man, which is an advantage too. So it's a little bit of you know, um, a factor that I can trust on too. And yeah, Sweden, Denmark doesn't seem like a very dangerous country as well. So I'm considering it. But yeah, I asked my mom, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like she's always worried on all that." But my dad was like, "Oh, it seems like a great opportunity." It worked out with our other supporter and subscriber in Texas, so I had a great experience over there, and I felt like it was an amazing opportunity. So yeah, like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. When am I ever going to go to Sweden or Denmark? Um, so yeah, I'm thinking of actually taking it, and we'll start the planning. So yeah, the person just contacted me to say let's go on with the specific details and all that, like what kind of content I will produce, like what the timeline is going to be, and all that. So looking forward to that, and hopefully when I'm in the area, as Europe is just all connected together, I might be able to travel to other countries afterwards. Like I know that the Netherlands or Germany or London, UK is pretty close. So yeah, I'll look into those opportunities as well. But it's a very rare and unique opportunity, and I feel like if I weren't a YouTuber, like I wouldn't be able to get this kind of chance. And I always love just being guided and recommended to going to certain places in a certain country by the locals, places that you would never know about if you were just a tourist. So yeah, that's my style of traveling and all that. So yeah, I'm carefully assessing the opportunity, and I most likely will be going if there's nothing urgent in that time frame. But yeah, great. Definitely go, David. Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Take us and do a live stream. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a great opportunity. What a cool opportunity. Yeah. Great content for the channel. Yes. Absolutely go. Amazing, wonderful, once in a lifetime opportunity. What do they want in return? The person is very interested in culture shocks and cultural differences and certain social issues. And the person is like a retired person with like a lot of funds and all that, and he just finds a lot of joy in talking about those things. And obviously, he's a supporter of this channel, so he would like to just show Denmark and Sweden to me, and discuss the cultural differences between the Korean society and maybe the Northern Europe side of culture and all that. And he would provide like a interaction field for me with the local youth over there as well. And he mentioned some familiar names in the email if I wanted to meet them in the area. So I was like, yeah, okay. You should go or you'll get FOMO. Yeah. Yeah, I would be very cautious about such offers. I know what you're saying, but yeah, seeing the email and all that, I get why you'd be very cautious, but I'm pretty much sold at this point. Yeah, we're gonna do video calls and all that, and the person suggested let's do like several rounds of planning and all that. So yeah. Oh no, Jungkook, I hope you, yeah, I hope you can, what do you call it? Like recover from the anxiety attack, or Yeah, I hope you get well soon. Denmark is really nice. I haven't been. Yeah, when will I ever have this kind of opportunity, right? I think you should also go to your countries too. You can make content out of it so you won't feel guilty about not working. Yes. Sounds like an amazing opportunity, and Europe is great to visit. Yes. Yeah. And I looked up the hotels he was offering, and I was like, wow, it was expensive. It looks like a castle and all that. Very like bougie, traditional looking hotel. Yeah. So I think I'll probably go. So I'm gonna plan the details and all that with him. The person is saying the nature, scenery, city architecture, overall Scandinavian vibe will affect you. I will present my private economy, business, and small Swedish Denmark history background and all that. Yeah, and he sent a whole suggested topic PDF of like what I should talk about and all that. Yeah, so anyways, go to Switzerland. They have the best coffee and chocolate. I've been to Switzerland once. Only a little part of it. Um, but yeah, it seemed nice, but it was very expensive. Yeah. It's very intriguing that it's like the only neutral country, and also they have like these banks that Kim Jong Un and all these rich people have like private accounts there and all that. Yeah, and it's the country of Federer, Roger Federer. Yeah, the only memory I have of Switzerland is I was on this like cable car, no, like this tram thing that goes all the way up to like middle of the mountain. It was amazing scenery, and I think I went up the Jungfrau and had shinramen over there. And other than that, it was just scenery, 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 and it was very like calm, and the towns and little cities were just so cute and very quiet, peaceful. Yeah, I've never seen a more peaceful place. And then I think I stopped by Austria too, and they had similar vibes. There was like a orchestra going on in the city, a little town, and all that. So I think I had like some hot chocolate and it was very good. But yeah, that's my distant memory of Switzerland. But it's gonna be a it's yeah. I don't even remember when I went to Europe. I've been to the States recently a lot, but Europe is. I think it's been almost a decade since I've been to a European country. Yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting, especially Scandinavia. Never been to. Yeah, you should get your Rolex. Yes, in Switzerland. Yeah. Oh. They cracked down on some of the Swiss banks. My parents had one there, but in the end, they lost 50K to taxes. Whoa. And also, Switzerland is the background where they filmed Crash Landing on You. Yeah. I heard they have like off topic, but I heard they have the how do I even phrase this? You can choose to commit suicide over there. I don't know if this is the right term, but you can choose to unalive yourself over there. Um, Under your consent, you like have paperwork and all that, and yeah, they could put you to sleep in a very comfortable way. They have like machines dedicated for that, and you can go very peacefully for a high cost from what I know, and that's actually how the Crash Landing on You drama actually begins when Son Ye-jin goes there because she wants to just end her life. Um, yeah, so that's a very interesting part. The pod, yes, that's what I heard. Euthanasia, yes. Assisted death. Okay, that's a better term. Yes. Assisted death. That's a very interesting concept to me. Yeah. I believe you can do that if you're very sick. They're like, if you have an incurable illness, but I could be wrong, it's considered assisted death. Yes. Yeah, I've heard that too. So, very interesting. Anyways, let's not get too depressing. Any other topics? This is a super chill live today, so I'm literally just talking and chilling with you guys. I think I asked for topics, but then I got kind of I wandered away with the Sweden and Denmark offer because I got that email right now. Such a perfect topic for a chill live, I know, right? It's been a hot debate here in the UK lately. Really? Assisted death. Interesting. Yeah, I guess in one perspective, I've been hearing a lot of. This doesn't really fit to the narrative agenda, but I guess a lot of people in Korea, there's been a lot of depressing comments nowadays on the internet news and portals saying, you know, how like hard the economy is, like living is not living, people really struggling to actually get food or pay their rent. They're just like they don't have hot water or heating during the winter and all that. So a lot of people are just like they want to die. And it was just very sad when I saw this comment saying, you know, my life is not a choice. I was just brought into life by my parents. So whether I can go like, you know, die or not, I should at least have a choice for that too. So yeah, I saw a lot of comment like that, and there were a lot of likes on it. It was actually the most upvoted one, and I felt very sad seeing that because I felt the sentiment of a lot of Korean people that think living is just, you know, harder than death, and they would just want to escape from all of it. And people were like, you know, it might be perceived as a gift to a lot of people, but in my perspective, a life is just something I didn't choose, but I need to take as a burden for the rest of my actual life. Like, and if the nation or ethics prohibit me from taking my own life, then that's an irony. And yeah, all that. So that was pretty sad. Yeah, my Bitcoin is doing great. I'm very happy. The 4B movement, it's non-existent. There's nothing to talk about. It's just a handful of people that picked it up from media and blew it out of proportion in the West, and they're thinking Korea is like this women's rights mecca and all that. And I'm telling you, without any exaggeration, nobody knows about the 4B movement over here. Nobody, literally nobody. Maybe some people who are in like the women's rights activist groups or something, but we've been saying that for the past few lives with Anna and Nan, and I say this without any agenda or spite. Like, it's an objective approach. Like, statistically, you go out on the streets. I will give you $100 if you ask 10 random women and they know what the 4P movement is. They might have read it in an article somewhere, but I'm just saying that to the extent that nobody really cares and nobody knows about it. Yeah. It's an interesting concept that the Western media locked onto and says that originates from Korea right now, which it does technically, but it's just not as big as you think. Yeah. I recently watched your first live broadcast. It was great fun. I'm actually trying to catch up, gradually watch all your streams. But first is first, right? Yeah. You don't have to catch up to all my live. I mean, you do as you wish, but it's going to take a lot of time, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I've seen a lot of people online say I didn't ask to be born, so they should be able to choose when they die. Exactly. That's the sentiment that is slowly growing in Korea as well. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it's gaining attention since the election of Trump. We actually talked about it in our last live stream. Yeah. In my opinion, it's all about quality of life. Yeah. It's just very hard to achieve a certain quality of life in a capitalistic society without money, right? Did it go up again? I saw it went down last week. It like, not to be arrogant or cocky or anything, but if you're a long-term hodler, if you bought your Bitcoin way down there, it doesn't matter if like these little fluctuations go up and down or whatever. Like if you're already over like 100, 200%. Yeah. Us Bitcoin crypto believers believe it's going to go over 100K and hopefully maybe even like 150K. So I'm just waiting for that. And then when I see FOMO and like hype coming in and people around me, like my mom or ajumas or grandmas on the subway or random people in the cafe talking about Bitcoin and saying, "Oh, Bitcoin, did you hear it's like 150K and I heard it's almost going to 300K and all the Wall Street and they're buying it and Trump is actually endorsing it and they're saying the US is going to make a reserve and have 1 million Bitcoin by then and like blah 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 blah, Elon Musk is backing blah blah blah." And then, oh, maybe I should buy one, maybe it's not too late, and then I see them actually buying one, then that is the time I'm going to sell all of my Bitcoins and all of my cryptos and cash out, wait for the winter, crypto winter again, and then get back in while it's crypto winter. Yeah. So after my 2 cycles of Bitcoin, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've learned a lot, but there are a lot of indicators like the RSI, like oversold, or the Bollinger Band, or you know, the Fear and Greed Index, the dollar, what do you call it, the DXY or whatever. All those kind of technical TAs and stuff. But I've experienced that the most accurate indicator of all time on whether you should sell crypto or whatever is the human index. And it can't be accurate as that. Like if you just go to a random restaurant or a 편의점 or the subway and you see a grandma or someone that does not look like she will know anything about Bitcoin is using an app and she is trading and looking at the app at Bitcoin going up and she's like smiling, that is the time to sell. Yes. Yeah. um okay. I enjoyed your get together of the Korean Americans. Very enlightening. Yes, a lot of people seem to like that episode, so I'll try to bring them again soon. Oh, thoughts about Songjae? Many thoughts about what happened to him. Yeah, that was very tragic. Nobody knows the actual details of his death, and I don't think people should be investigating on it too either. But because he was a public figure, I guess like reporters and people on the internet are trying to speculate on the reasoning towards it. There are rumors that he was severely harassed by his hasang and like you know almost done marriage was ruined by it and all that. There are people saying that his career was on the fall and he wasn't seeing a lot of hope in his life and all that. But those are all speculations, which I don't think people have the right to talk about. It's secondary harassment and damage to the family. Yeah, the best we can do is mourn, and I hope he rests in peace. But it's just very sad. I don't even know. I didn't really follow up on the news, but from what I know, I don't even know if it's like whether he took his own life or whether it was another issue. Yeah. So yeah, I honestly didn't really know much about him because the only appearance I knew about him was in We Got Married, and other than that, there were a few dramas maybe, but yeah, I don't really know. Sad topic, but what are Koreans' perspective on suicide? Got people should be free, or are they going to hell? Suicide is mostly seen as a negative thing. I would agree that most cultures actually view it like that as well. And personally, I do not um, advocate or support suicide. Of course, if you're terminally ill and you have no hope and living is hell and you're painful every single day and you have no hope or whatever, and if you have the choice of euthanasia, it differs from case to case, but in general, um, I don't think suicide is an appropriate decision personally, because not because of religious beliefs. Maybe that could be contributing and weighing into my personal stance, but I personally think, just in common sense, that suicide, to an extent, is, of course, your own happiness and your own well-being and all that should be prioritized. But if you think of the leftover family, like, and your friends and everyone around you, and how sad they might be, how heart torn they would be, like, even if I had it, like, let's say, like, as I said, case by case, it's very, very different. Like, for reasonings of suicide, some could be justified, some could be seen as like, okay, I understand. But like in the case of, like, I was doing a research on suicide, actually, because I'm gonna put out a piece soon about it, because Korea has peaked on suicide rates in a decade, and the first wave of increase of suicide in Korea was triggered by the IMF crisis, and it was mostly financial back then. So a lot of people lost their businesses, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost all their money, were in huge debt because of the IMF, and a lot of finance bros in the finance district, they made huge bad investments. So a lot of people just threw themselves off the bridge. And I get that, like, you might feel like there's no hope if you're in massive debt or you lost all your earnings and all that. But most of these people had a family. They had children, they had a wife, they had parents. And maybe they're doing it for the greater good, because, like, the debt would cripple their family and all that. And on a personal level, like, on a, emotional level, I could understand. But would the family want you to disappear because of the debt, or or just at least try to challenge and battle through that situation together and overcome it, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, that's just my personal point of view. If you disagree, like, I respect that as well. As I said, it's different case by case. If you're, like, really terminally ill, you're in phase 4 cancer. Um, yeah, like, euthanasia. I don't go against it or anything, but um, anything that you might have a slim chance of getting through and overcoming as a human being, I think life is precious and you're given it only once. So you should cherish it and try to do whatever is in your strength to try to overcome it. And it might sound cold hearted, but that's just my own personal perspective. Yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. It's a dark subject and a controversial one. So let's not get too deep into it. As I said, that's my personal point of view. Yes. Yeah, sadly, many times life is too difficult and too hard and too challenging. Many people don't have the strength and courage. This can be the easy. Yes. Um, Hi, Artia. Just got off work, catching up with the live now. Yeah, You stumbled upon a very heavy topic right now. In those moments, you can feel like a burden to your family and friends, though. I know, I know. I won't say, I wouldn't say it's suicide, but there's a very close, similar, what do you call it? I guess like a case that is similar um, to suicide in my family. So we have a tragedy as well, and that was the exact sentiment. So the person was in enormous debt. He felt like there was no hope, and he chose something that was very detrimental. So it eventually led to death, but the family that was left over, which is our relatives, uh, they they always say like, why did you have to do that? It like and the um, the child had to grow without a father, and the wife had to she had no emotional support or anything left with her. So even if you have an enormous debt together, like you could always try to overcome it as a family, as collectively together. But yeah, I always heard, I grew up hearing it from that person saying that, you know, it's just very just too difficult for her and her child to live this world without like a father or a husband. And so yeah, I guess personal experiences just carve your way and lenses of seeing certain issues. Yeah. Yeah. It depends case to case. Yeah, is the debt erased if they die, or does it go to the family? It depends. It depends. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of cases when people try to fake their suicidal decisions as like a natural like accident or death because of insurance money and all that. So there are certain approaches. Yeah. David, let's move on. Yes, talk about Jin's happy stage events. Yeah, I was just replying to the comments, but I haven't been catching up upon Jin's happy stage events, honestly. Um, yeah, I haven't seen any buzz about it on Instagram. Usually nowadays, I only get spoon fed about the news on news outlets like Eyes Mag or Daily K Trend, whatever those accounts. Yeah, but I'll try to catch up. Um, I know, but I guess we can move on. I think we talked about it a lot. Yeah. So, any other questions, guys? So I'll try to end this live in like 20 minutes, and yeah. He performed live with Wendy from Red Velvet. Okay, that's a unexpected duo. Okay, I'll check that out. I don't know why, but my nasally voice has been going on for a month, and I have constant like maybe it's PM. What's PM in English? How do I even pronounce this? Rhinitis. Rhinitis? I guess rhi is for the nose, rhinoplasty. Rhinoceros, rhinitis. Yeah, maybe I have that. Or it just says stuffy nose. Travis, I'm sorry, but I think I answered your question about Dongduk Women University. Like, the issue is ongoing, but it is what it is. We've talked about it last live stream. The students are opposing against the college's decision on making it co-ed. Let me see if there are any updates. Yeah, all I see is just, reports about they keep on protesting about the co-ed decision, and they're like, we will accept our university to just disappear rather than open it to men. We would rather destroy it than open it. Yes. Yeah. So they're sending like these funeral flowers and all that, and spray painting on the floor, and they're vandalizing, I guess, or just protesting in their own form against like the founders or the president's statue over here. Deokseong Women's University, Seongshin Women's University also promoted co-ed, but they withdrew it. And what are people saying? They just let out their inner violence to their heart's content. They need to protest rationally and in a planned manner, but they don't have the brains to do that. What? I'd rather disappear than open it. I wish it happened soon. Extinction is the answer. So I don't think the public is really on their side, as I expected, but it's their own fight. So they're the students, and they're the I guess owners of their own college. So I hope they why is my English not Englishing today? They 도달하다, reach a satisfactory conclusion. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if like these students are the students of this year, right? And they will be here for max 4 years. But if the college deems that the college is a business at the end too, and if the college thinks that the college is not going to be able to run or be maintained in the upcoming years with this current situation status, and that's why they need to inevitably switch to co-ed, then I feel like they'll push through, because like these people that are protesting right now, of course they have their own agendas and all, but they will be graduating in 3 years and 4 years, whereas the college needs to keep on going with their legacy and their business, right? And there are a lot of jobs, there are a lot of people related to it, and right now, honestly, the global atmosphere is like women's universities on the minority side. So I don't know, they might have an edge for it, but as I said, Dongdok University isn't really like a highly prestigious one either. So there will definitely be financial problems and problems with recruiting people, if obviously with the declining population and people's mindsets changing. Like, not a lot of women would want to go to a women-only university nowadays. That's the reality. So if the university has to make a change, then I guess it's inevitable. So I know it's a very sensitive issue, but yeah, I can't speak on behalf on either side. It's not my fight either, and I guess it's for the students and the university, what's in their best interest. Yeah. If it's a women's uni, are teachers female as well? No. There are a lot of male professors. I used to be from a all boys school back in middle school, so I know how these girls feel. Yeah, we still have a lot of women's only high schools and boys only middle schools and high schools, but in terms of university, it's very rare. Why do a lot of people in Korea dislike Chinese people? I don't think I want to answer this because it's going to get me canceled, and I could honestly go on forever. But just to put it in a nutshell, um, I guess the deeply rooted one would be historically, right? If you actually think about it, Japan has occupied the country for 36 years, and they invaded our country a couple times during the Imjinweran and all that. And a lot of people hate Japan because of that. It was horrible, and it's still living on as a memory because people from that era are still alive, like the Comfort Women and people that were in those wars and all that from the occupational era and all that. So it's a recent, relatively recent incident that's still like inside our society. So that's why there's like a lot of hate towards Japan. But if you actually think about it, in terms of the grand, um, you know, time frame, China has basically occupied Korea for more than like hundreds of years. And I wouldn't say the word occupied because I don't want to, it's not occupied, but de facto, Koreans themselves, some kings and some noblemen and scholars thought that we were under China. Like, that's what China is sometimes arguing in their history books as well, that Korea is like a district or a regional, place that China has control over. It's not, it's like an independent nation, but they're under us culturally and economically and all that. So we needed to like send uh, sacrificial um, treasures and princesses and princes and all that. Um, a lot of Chinese dynasties invaded Korea for a long time, and it goes back to like way back. So yeah, we have a lot of painful history about Chinese invasions and all that, all throughout the nation. You can go to a lot of historic sites. So I think that's like the primary reason. Um, but other than that, I think mostly it's because of the, again, I got to be very careful of generalizing, but this is the common sentiment and since you asked, uh, it's the way that a lot of, again, not generalizing, but a lot of Chinese tourists act in Korean soil, especially in public spaces like the airport or Myeongdong or around the city and all that. The common stereotype is that they are very loud, they cut in line, they don't care about public manners, they litter, and they're not very respectful towards the settings in Korea, um, and all that. Yeah, so I think this is a common sentiment around the world too. It's a stereotype. And I know there are a lot of intellectual Chinese people and amazing Chinese people too, but it's usually the tourists that come in like groups that make the bad image, in my opinion. And also, there's also the image of, not only the people themselves, but the manufactured goods that come from like made in China that break easily, that are very unhealthy, like a lot of Timu products that are not, good for babies. They have like toxic material on it. Um, like the Chinese kimchi There are videos of like massive factories in China making kimchi, but they're like stomping on it with their feet and all that hygiene. Um, so a lot of, I guess because China is a huge country, and a lot of those things just show on media, and there are a lot of people visiting the country, and the stereotypes gets strengthened, and over time, I think that's the source of where general hate is coming from. And there's also like people called 조선족. Um, they're basically Korean people that live above the border of North Korea, which is China, right? So they're of Korean descent, but they use Chinese and kind of broken Korean with their own accent. A lot of Chosunjok come to Korea, and the stereotype upon them are very bad too, because they have like there a lot of the cases that are reported on the news. A lot of these people are tied to gang behavior or criminal behavior, or they do like fraud, and they live together in like certain districts in Korea, and people are actually scared of visiting those districts and all that. So all of these things mixed up, and also political issues as well. There was a whole political feud with the THAAD issue back then. The American military wanted to station an air defense system called THAAD, if I'm not wrong. It's called THAAD, and it was to defend against like North Korean airstrikes. It's like the Iron Dome, like what Israel's using, or the Patriot system. But when they wanted to station that in Korea, China politically rebutted very strongly against it, saying that they were just justifying the stationing of that system to spy on Chinese soil, because the radius of that system that could cover it also covered like mainland China and Beijing and all that. So, there was a lot of like political dispute back then. There were always like trading bans and tariff wars and all that. There was the K-pop ban as well, and also as I said, like historically, so much things are entangled that China always claims that kimchi is theirs, hanbok is theirs, the whole ethnicity comes from them, and it is a fact that we use Chinese characters, and there's a lot of overlapping Chinese culture, but it doesn't mean that we're independent from them and we have our own culture, right? But they try to claim our stuff, and that just like piles up over and over and over like years and years, and that makes the anti-China sentiment. So I'm just gonna shorten it there. I said I would say it in a nutshell, but there we go. Yeah. That's the same in Scotland. We find that with Chinese students. There are a lot of YouTube clips currently about the negative nature of Chinese behaviors at home or abroad. Yeah. Tributes, exactly. That was the word I was looking for. Yes. Brother and little brother relationship. Yeah, we call it the shinha. We call it the servant, or what I call it, the king and servant. We were deemed as the what's shinha? A subject nation or something like that. Yeah. Back then. It seems to be that image. I always get that kind of bias when I visit Korea. Even if I say I'm Canadian and speak English and Korean, Chinese visitors have that negative vibe. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Like we say it in jokingly manners, but Northeast Asia, from Westerners' point of views, they can't really differentiate the looks, and we all look the same, but we all can differentiate who's Japanese, who's Korean, and who's Chinese. And the interesting thing is, all of these respective countries hate each other in their own ways. China hates Japan, Japan hates China, China hates Korea, Korea hates China, Korea hates Japan, Japan hates Korea. But in a biased way, I would say that Korea has the most justified hate because we were the ones that were always occupied or invaded. And the hate from Japan towards Korea would be like a superiority complex, you know. They're looking in the lens of like, oh, these people who are under us right now, they're like trying to crawl up and they're, you know, boasting about their economic success right now, but actually they're nothing. They used to be, you know, our servants and all that. And so I think genuinely, if you were to grade the levels of hate, I think Korea would have the most justified hate. Yeah, honestly. Vassal state, yes. Hey, what's the best way to get around Seoul nowadays? Metro. Metro for sure. Metro is always the most convenient, on time, air conditioned, heated. It literally goes everywhere. Buses are a little bit more complicated. There could be traffic too, and you could, you know, be very nauseous with the driving. Bicycle, yeah, but Seoul has a lot of hills too, so sometimes it gets a little bit uncomfortable. Car, a lot of traffic, expensive parking fees. Yeah, I would not recommend. But if you're a traveler or tourist, definitely Metro is the best way. Yeah. I missed the super chat? Okay, I'll check it out. It didn't appear in the chat, but let's see. Enrique LN, thank you for the 5 pizza. Hey David, did you hear about this South Korean guy caught 2 days ago here in a Peruvian airport with 300 tarantulas taped to his body? What? What? What the what the hell? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So it's a poisonous spider that's very popular among, I guess, collectors or people that want to like use it as pet spiders. And he had it in zipper bags and taped it to himself. There were 111, what do you call them? Chines. Ooh, what? I mean, that looks kind of cute. Oh, look at that. It looks kind of cute. Oh, thank you for that super chat. Oh, no, I just heard it right now, but that's interesting. Hey, K-Stosh. Hi, David. I just got back from Seoul and I had the best time for a month. I want to go back so bad. I love Korea and Koreans, and they were so kind and welcoming while I was there. That's great to hear you had an amazing experience. Uh, if you ever come back next time, hopefully, if you reach out, we can have dinner or lunch together. So let me know. But it's awesome to hear that you love the culture and people here. What the? Yeah, I know, right? He must like spiders. No, he's a seller. He's definitely a seller for spiders. Yeah, it looks cute. Doesn't it look cute? Spiders are actually good animals. Like, unless they're poisonous, the spiders you will find in Korea, I'm pretty sure there are no like venomous spiders. But what my grandma used to say is that if you find a spider in your house, it means that your house is very clean because spiders only live in clean environments, and also in another perspective, they take care of the other pests and little flies and bugs. So they're beneficial insects to human beings. So my grandma used to say, if you ever see a spider, don't squash it or don't kill it, just let it be. And it's going to be doing its job in somewhere. And if the web just gets too big, you know, just like, you know, get it out of your way. And yeah, but that's the wisdom of the old people, I guess. I'd rather have roaches as pets than spiders. No, you are insane. Roaches are the worst. And it's the exact opposite environment from spiders. Like, I don't know if it's scientifically proven or not that spiders only like clean environments, but roaches can thrive in dirty sewages and micro, like, what do you call it, radioactive environments and all that, and they will literally never die and just procreate every single time, and they get so big and like, oh, I'll be back in May. Okay, hopefully I have time, but that's the time frame when I'm going to Sweden and Denmark. So let's see. Yeah, Slav. That's what my grandma said too. Yeah. Nah, it's getting squashed or put out on a napkin. If I see one at home, I'm burning it down. Oh my gosh, you guys. They're life forms too. Yeah, let's not discriminate on life. I suddenly wonder if you're vegan, do you think vegans kill insects or mosquitoes? I'm suddenly very curious. Yeah. I like those skinny small spiders though. Those are okay, but the big ones are getting squashed. I've never actually seen a big one like a tarantula or a venomous one before. Maybe I have to go to Australia. How cool. What brings you to Sweden and Denmark? There was a subscriber who actually offered me a full trip for a week in the middle of May. In Mexico, they say they bring good luck. It means visitors are coming to your home. Don't kill them, they say. I guess we have very similar sayings and cultures. Yeah. Okay. So we have 256 people watching. Please smash that like button. And before I end the stream, let me just show you this. So if you have time, please go check out my Patreon. It's the best way to support me, honestly. And yeah, it's a subscription-based support platform where you could pledge $5 to $10 monthly and you get different perks. I do K-pop reactions for you every month. I do a bunch over here. So the time is nearing for the monthly reaction now, and then I put up bi-weekly podcasts, and you can check them out. I give you early access on videos and all that. So go check it out, guys. Only $5. Yeah. Vegans ask one of their friends to kill mosquitoes sometimes. Is that how they bypass? So they keep their moral high horse. What do you call it? Yeah, and what? Don't know about mosquitoes, but I know vegans who don't kill spiders. Really? Okay. Are you worried about meeting with subscribers who might be dangerous? If I were you, I don't know I would go out to visit a subscriber like that. So if it's in my home ground in Seoul, and if it's a woman, no offense, but I wouldn't feel threatened because I have the physical upper hand and I have the home ground advantage, you know? So it's my home ground over here. I'm a Korean citizen, so I would be protected. And unless that person is a member of a cartel or someone, like, I wouldn't feel threatened. But if you're talking about going overseas and meeting someone there, I would be a little bit more cautious. Of course, if it's a male, then I'd be a little bit more cautious, which is the case. But that's why I'm thoroughly, like, assessing and analyzing whether it's a credible person or I should be threatened or not. And yeah, and then I take a lot of precautions. I have emergency lines with my friends and protocol and all that. So yeah, of course, it's human nature to be a little bit suspicious and doubtful, but I believe that everyone who watches my channel and actually reaches out with a good opportunity like that wouldn't have any malicious intents. Yeah. I imagine vegans either to trap the insect in a jar and let it outside or just squash it. Yes, I met Ryan. I was definitely not dangerous, lol. Yeah, Ryan wasn't dangerous. Find the closest South Korean embassy, right? Yeah. What kind of question is this? If I turned into an insect, would you squash me, Dave? What? If I knew the fact you were an insect, why would I squash you? If I didn't know you were an insect and you were a pest doodling in front of me, I'll be like, "Pfft." One thing we agreed upon, bed bugs. That is a real nightmare. Yeah. Always update your family. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so every time I meet someone I don't know and there are risks, I would set protocol with my close friends or family. Say, like, I'm about to meet this person. If I don't answer or like send you a response in 30 minutes or an hour, like check on me and please contact this, like the embassy or the police or whatever. Yeah. And I would like update my whereabouts and all that. Hey, wow, Mary. Whoa. Thank you for the 50. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mary. I feel like you've been supporting me so much over the past few weeks. Wow, thank you so much, Mary. Bitcoin step grandma checking in Coinbase account since December 2013. Enjoyed today's stream. Thank you. Wow, that's crazy. If you're from 2013, wow, you're earlier than I am. I only stepped in 2016 and 17 when the first well-known cycle pump was beginning. I earned a lot then and I lost all of it. And then I lost a little bit more in the middle, but then I eventually learned about hodling and making uh, yeah, educated investments. Nowadays, if you see the crypto space, it's like crazy how meme coins are pumping, like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, MAGA coin, and all that. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just literally crazy. She should be a millionaire by now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you can send me however much you want. If you've been holding Bitcoin from 2013, yeah, that's definitely wow. You might be the richest person I know. Oh my gosh, Kelly, wow, thank you for the 52. Pizza. I'll also be back next October. Would love to meet up. Love your podcast. I always support you through Patreon. Thank you so much, Kelly. Yes, there will be no problem. If you're in, if you're here early May, then there will be no problem. Yes, and even in October, that will be an amazing time to meet up too because that's during the fall. Yeah. So just hit me up on Patreon and we could set a date. If you saw a giant tarantula, would you scream? In the wild, yes, definitely. But if I saw it in the zoo or in a controlled space, I would be like, there would be a shock factor, but it would look cute after a while because it looks hairy and, it's a little form of life on its own and, all that. Yeah, when will you come to SC? So persistent, Rachel. I wish I could. I wish I could. Like even for the Sweden Denmark trip, the only reason I'm able to go is because there was an offer to come for me. Yeah, so I really appreciate everybody reaching out to share their own cultures, to show their own countries and states and all that. So far it's been amazing. Yeah, I've never had like a bad experience invited by a subscriber. So I'm actually, when I'm in Sweden and Denmark, like I'll try to make the most out of it when I'm there. So maybe if there's a subscriber that's living there, if you actually, even if you're not in the live chat right now, if you're re-watching this and you live there and you would like to show me around or something like that, just, you know, reach out to me. I actually met, every time I go to a new place, I actually meet up with at least one subscriber over there. So in Austin, I met someone. Um, in Dallas, I met someone for sure. LA, I met so many people, honestly. Um, yeah. When I was in Japan, I didn't meet up with anybody. Yeah, I think I was just too busy. Japan has just too much things to enjoy, so too many things to enjoy. I was just too busy roaming around and visiting all these. Oh man, Tokyo is a different place. I think it's the most flamboyant and exciting place on earth, to be honest. Like nothing can compare. I've been to London. I've been to New York. Like even New York can't compare. I think. Yeah, Tokyo is just different. It's best city on earth. Uh, do you wish to come to Paris one day? Of course. Yeah, I've been to Paris when I was very young, and I literally only remember the Eiffel Tower and the Champs Elysees and the gate, the rotating place, and I think I went to the Notre Dame. No, no, what do you call it? That Montmartre Hill. That was an amazing view. I saw the sunset over there and the Seine and all that. Yeah, it was nice. But then it wasn't as fancy as I thought. Yeah, I definitely went to the Louvre, and I remember myself trying to get like over the crowd and get a picture of the Mona Lisa and all that. So that was interesting. But that was like more of a touristy kind of visit. But if I ever get to visit Paris again, I would want to go on like a more local experience mode. You know, couch surf at maybe a subscriber's place in a nice attic in Paris, or go to some nice outdoor cafes and enjoy the sunlight and yeah, all that. Go to Japan now while it's cheap. Yeah, I'm actually considering. Jin is going next week. For Koreans, Japan is like it's like going to Busan. I think going to Tokyo is the equivalent of going to Busan by train. Busan, um, it takes about 2.5 hours. To Tokyo, it's like 2.5 hours. So it's like right next door. It's not even that expensive. So I think, yeah, Japan is like the easiest spot we all like to go to, and a lot of people not only go to Tokyo, but Koreans just go to like Fukuoka, Osaka, Kyoto, where else? Tokyo and Hokkaido, Okinawa, all the other like Jin is going. Jin has been to all these places, so now he's traveling like the countrysides of Japan. And Japan countrysides are beautiful. So he's going to this place that specifically makes a particular udon, and he's going on an udon tour next week. So Koreans are just like they yeah, I mean, we can't deny that we have historical beef and they've done horrible things to us, but that's that and all like Japan is splendid. Like it's amazing, So it's an amazing tourist spot, honestly. Come to get some croissants and cafe a lot. Okay, I'll try. Paris is very dirty. It looks great on the Instapic, but after a few days gets boring. Rest of France is amazing. Yeah, I actually like to go to southern France. I heard it's really amazing there. I know a very rich girl. She's very pretty. Uh, and she goes to France a lot and Italy a lot, and she visits southern France specifically for wine and vineyards. She gets like the best wine over there and imports it to Korea and sells it to like very rich people, and that's how she makes a living. She's probably one of the richest women I know. Um, Out of my league, totally. I didn't even try, but yeah, I was very interested in her business. I think that's the best way to travel by going to where all the locals hang out and staying with someone who lives there. Yeah, yeah. Gonna try that out with Sweden. It's like Singaporeans traveling to Malaysia, especially Johor Bahru. Yeah. Just got back from Tokyo and want to go back. Yeah, post Tokyo feels are yeah, it hits hard. Tokyo is really nice. But then I heard like Seoul, it's good when you're a tourist, but if you actually live there, I heard it's really tough. Yeah. I honestly say like even though this is the Korean Pizza Club and I love my country, if you had only one opportunity to go between Tokyo and Seoul or Japan or Korea, I would choose Japan. No brainer. Yeah, objectively. Most Koreans I talk to, especially young people, they idealize a lot of Japanese culture and try to copy it. In film and literature, Koreans also try to copy a lot of Japanese stuff. That's true. That's true. Japan culturally and fashion wise, literature wise, everything, they're very advanced. You gotta admit. Yeah, now the youth between Korea and Japan, very they're very they like each other, and there's no hostile feelings. It's just the older generations that's been through the occupation and all that that hate Japan, and there are far right. It's like far right old people in Japan that hate Korea. Yeah. But anyways, okay, it's nearing 3 a.m. and it's wow, I just got another notification emergency alert saying that North Korea is sending over trash balloons again. I have not watched Marry My Husband. I'm sorry. What's your MBTI? I'm INTP. You sound like an extrovert, even though on first impression I would think you're introverted. I would never want to meet and couchsurf other strangers. That's true. Um, to the core, I'm an I, but when it comes to new experiences and to my job, I become an extrovert. It doesn't mean like I'm super social or anything, but there's a lot in it for me. Like, I can benefit off of like saving costs for accommodation, like hotel fees are crazy, and food and transportation and all that. So there's a lot of benefit in it for me. It's getting chilly in Korea, yes. As you can see, I'm in a hoodie and I still have my heater on over here. Japanese women like Korean men and Korean women like Japanese men. Yes. No, no, no. No. Um, Japanese women like Korean men. Korean men like Japanese women. So that's a match. But Korean women do not like Japanese men. That is a false statement. Korean women do not like Japanese men. They actually think Japanese men have the most horrible fashion sense and hairstyles ever. Yeah. I don't think Korean women like anybody nowadays. I hear that their transportation is not as easy to use in Korea. I found the subways easy to navigate, but did have a hard time with neighbor maps at times. Yeah, so I would say that transportation is way more easier in Korea because everything's unified. Like if you have one T Money card, you can use any kind of subway line or bus or transport system. You can even use the taxi with that T Money card. And as long as you have Naver Map or Kakao Map, you can just navigate everywhere. But in the case of Tokyo, I'm just speaking on about Tokyo in particular. Like the subway metro system has different company operators. So if you're on like the JR line or if you're on like the Yamanote line or whatever, like these different lines, you'll have to buy like separate tickets and all that. And I'm sure the locals have a get a way around that, but if you're a traveler, they're in my experience, it was very complicated to, yeah, hop on to different lines and stuff. Japanese food is amazing. Yes, one of my favorite around the world. Every single dish is extraordinary. In Tokyo Drift, Songgang, Saudi, Japan is like Mexico of Korea. What do you think of this statement? I don't understand what you're. Yeah, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, right? Songgang, Saudi, Japan. My dental hygienist also took her family back to Korea, though, uh, because she said it's too expensive here. Yeah, Korea medical fees are very cheap, affordable. Do you know where you'll be staying in Sweden? Yes. As I said, three different cities and a hotel. Let's see. Uh, Stockholm, Lund, and Malmö. And we're going to be visiting a lot of like castles, barbecue party, high fashion party, and the hotel is called I can't find it right now. Yeah, but it was a nice looking hotel when I checked last time. Luxury Grand Hotel. Yeah, it looks amazing. What are we discussing today? Yeah, I just got an offer from a subscriber, an invite to Sweden and Denmark, which I'll probably be going in May. Mm, no, Michael, no. I'm from Finland but live in the UK. My family are Swedish speaking Finns, and my cousin lives in Stockholm. Okay. Well, I have an emergency contact now. I know that Scandinavian people are beautiful. Yeah, they are beautiful. This person was like, if you want content, if you want to go on a blind date with a Swedish girl, I can arrange you that. I would actually like that. Yeah. Well, that's so fun. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Hopefully, yes. What about the Coldplay tickets? They're still here. They don't, yeah, nobody to claim it yet. At this point, I'll have to resell it. This is when David finds his love. I feel like Scandinavian people, like the stereotype I have is like it's like blonde, but different type of blonde. It's like a more bleached, more white blonde. You know, the normal blonde people I see like all around the world, they have more of a yellow kind of um color, but like the Scandinavian blonde looks a little bit more like white. And also the eye colors are usually like very, very light blue or very bright green or something like that. So, yeah, that's the image of a Scandinavian person in my mind. Very tall, too. The Swedish woman will be taller than you. I'm expecting that, but I don't have no problems with taller women than me if they don't have problems with shorter men than them. Platinum blonde. Oh, that's what you call it? Actually? Yeah. But I don't know, like this might be my own generalization too of what I saw in the media. Oh, actually, you know what? My friend Cecil, she's from Sweden, right? Or Denmark? I think she's from I'm confused. I haven't spoken to her a while. I gotta congratulate her about like her birth. She gave birth to a baby. She's getting flooded by congrats. So yeah, but yeah, I think she's Danish. Oh yeah, she's Denmark. Yeah, she's Denmark. So maybe I could ask a thing or two before I go. Yeah, guys. So I think I'm gonna shorten the live over here because it's 3. I'm gonna go and have some sleep until noon probably. I need to come to the studio to clean up for a guest coming tomorrow, and uh, I'm gonna meet a friend at 6 in Gangnam. Maybe I'll try to vlog that too, and lots of videos to edit. Need to put out a sponsor video this week. I have an important meeting on Thursday as well, and a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. Got to be a judge for on Wednesday. Have to be at an exhibition too on that same day. Do a live stream on Tuesday. Oh my god, I'm so busy. Maybe I can't even do that live stream. Yeah. Get a good rest. Thank you for the live, David. Have a good night, David. Great chat again. Thank you, Sweetie Can and K Stosh. Go to Norway. It's the most beautiful country. Oh, actually, you know what? When I'm in that area, I should maybe try. But it's like it's so easy to go to a country if you actually know somebody there. But I don't think I have any connections to someone in Norway. Maybe I can look for some. But I one of my I don't know. One of my bucket lists were to follow the path of my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies of all time is the Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and he's like this office worker that works in, I think it was Time or National Geographic or one of those magazines, and there was a very important photo that he needs to publish, but he lost it, so he goes in search for the actual photographer that's very hard to track. So he travels to all of these places all over the world. He goes to like Nepal, the Himalayas, and he ends up in like a Scandinavian country, I think. Or maybe it's Iceland. I think it was Iceland. Yeah, yeah. And when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, I want to go there so bad. There's this scene of him skateboarding down like a hill, a curvy hill. It looks so romantic and good. Yeah. The land of Erling Holland, Holland, Holland. Yeah. And Denmark is the land of Zlatan. Or no, is it Sweden? Yeah, I think it's Denmark. Zlatan. It was Iceland, yes. Is Iceland and Sweden is geographically close, right? Iceland. Yeah, I want to go see the auroras. Norwegian lights. Norwegian wood. Oh, it's quite far away. Okay. Wow. Well, I guess it's the closest I can get to Iceland. Going to Norway or Sweden. UK is pretty close too. Oh, okay. Oh, Zlatan's from Sweden? Okay, my bad. Yeah, I was confused those two countries. I'm sorry. It's Sweden, yeah. Bye, David. Thank you for going live as a UK viewer. I appreciate you staying up late. It sounds like you have a busy week ahead. Be sure to look after yourself. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you. It's an ocean between. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, everything about that movie was amazing. If you have time, go watch that movie. And you really want to, like, it really gives you the pump and urge to escape from your daily life. I think there were a lot of, like, nice soundtracks, too. There was, like, a David Bowie soundtrack. And I think there was a little bit of... Was there Oasis in it? Yeah, but very nice. Gothenburg, Sweden's second largest city. Okay. Well, if you're watching the stream again, and if you live in Norway, Sweden, or Denmark, or wherever around that area, let's extend it to Netherlands or Germany or the UK. Please tell me in the comments if you'll be able to host an extra room for a couple days. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah, guys. Oh, it's getting chilly here. I'm gonna get going. Bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and special thanks to shout out again to Mary. Was it Mary and Kelly? I think. Yes. For the amazing PayPals. And shout out again to Hope, Hilda, and Enrique for the super chats. Thank you so much. Check out Piroso, guys. Any purchase really, you know, just makes us happy, especially Jin too. Oh, before you go, Doll Baby, hey, thank you for the $10 pizza. I missed your live, slept and love you. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Doll Baby. Yeah, you can rewatch it. It was a chill live, so nothing really important. By the way, I tried the pepper chicken. It was awesome. Oh, really? Really? Okay. I kind of feel bad because you might as well have tried the original version. I hope you did. The black pepper one is like a variant, which I would not usually go for, but I was just trying it out that day. But it was pretty good. I hope you liked it. Yeah. Johnny Somali left Korea? Really? Okay, he finally left. Good riddance. Okay, guys, I will end the stream with my clap. Bye. Sending an ad your way.